Hey guys, good morning. I am awake at 8:20 a.m. Usually I don't actually wake up before this time ever, and I am fully ready. I'm ready for work. Okay, so let's talk remixes. So I mentioned that I don't actually go to DJ sets and those types of gigs very often, but I realized that I actually do really enjoy remixes. I highly respect DJs that are able to remix a track without ruining your perception of the original. They completely change the feel of a song. So it's amazing how a remix can change the vibe and the effect that the original song was meant to give off. And it's interpretive, so a DJ can actually take a track, and usually every DJ has their own niche and style, and they can apply that to someone else's song. They just take that song as a foundation and they rework it to their own personal niche, and it's creative. So my personal favorites would have to be 1. Elastic Heart by Sia, and it's a Clams Casino remix. So singer-songwriter Sia is notorious for her intense and emotional lyrics. The original track is more motivational and has a direct message of empowerment, whereas the Clams Casino remix kind of has a bit of hesitation in it. It has an underlying sense of uncertainty. So where the original can make you feel empowered, the Clams Casino remix has a gritty, minimal, crackled sound which can give off a pensive effect. 2. Sway by Anna of the North, and it's a Chainsmokers remix. I really loved the Chainsmokers, and please put that in past tense because when they came up with their new album, well, their debut album, I absolutely hated it. I tried my best to listen to it and I just couldn't do it at all. I fell in love with Chainsmokers with this track actually. This was actually one of the first songs I heard from them, and I just thought it was a really great remix. And when I saw them live, they were just, oh god, they were dropping just like the most amazing mixes ever, and they remixed my favorite metal song, Drowning Pool Bodies, and that was just insane.
1, 2, 3.
To be honest with Sway, I actually prefer the remix to the original. I know some people would definitely disagree, especially if they are huge Anna of the North fans. I can see that the original track is a beautiful setup of simplicity and grace, but what I like about the remix is that the Chainsmokers have taken that and they've added this little edge to it. The song itself is still very delicate, but the remix just gives it a bit more depth and movement. Oh, I love this song so much. 3. Riptide by Vance Joy, and it's a FlicFlac remix. Coming out with an acoustic song now is very risky business. You risk being labeled as cheesy pop and corny romance genre. We're thinking James Blunt with You're Beautiful. Oh. But what I love about the song is that it doesn't actually come across as corny or vomit inducing, it just comes across as a beautiful track. The original track still has a very tropical effect. It has the uke in it, easy holiday vibe. So the FlicFlac remix isn't that much different, kind of defeats the purpose of why I put this in here. FlicFlac remix has a stronger beat behind it and a little boost of the tempo. Perfect summary anthem for those holidays where you are making memories with like a big group of friends. Yeah, you're by the beach. Oh, cannot wait for the beach. 4. Heartburn by Wafia, and it's the Jarami remix. I talk about Wafia way too much, but she's definitely become one of my favourite artists. The original track Heartburn has a down-tempo beat to accompany her such soothing vocals, such effortless vocals. It gives an overall easy listening sound. So where the original is easy listening, it can make you feel a bit zoned out, make you want to get into a little cocoon and just separate yourself from life. The Jarami remix has a completely different effect. It has a more uplifting, optimistic feel about it. The lyrics are still the same, but the beat outweighs that vibe. It's a great groovy rhythm, and it just makes you want to get up and dance. 5. Often by The Weeknd, the Kygo remix. When I asked my flatmate about this, she said it was a song to make babies to. It's vulgar, but it's true. It's a very sexual song, and it is impossible to dance to this song in a club, any type of environment, without some sort of grinding, some bump and grinding going on. So Kygo remixed the song, turned that very sexual bump and grind song into a carefree, censored, kind of contradict each other, but it works. Track purely for a let loose, have fun setting. I prefer the remix to the original. Me and The Weeknd, we have a love-hate relationship going on, so I'm not too big on his new stuff, but I quite like this remix because I just simply like the beat behind it. 6. West Coast by Lana Del Rey, and it's the ZHU remix. So keeping in theme with the title, this track by Lana Del Rey feels like a soundtrack to a Californian stroll along the beach, but it does it with a vintage classy sound. ZHU remix definitely has more of a club feel to it, and it is more of a track to get inebriated to. And it's a perfect track for those Larry TGIF nights. Remix used to be my alarm for a very long time, and I had to change it because every time I woke up I was ready for a party, but instead I was going to work. And now I think it's royal blood. One mixtape that you need to check out if you want to do your own research as to how originals can just change dramatically with a remix is Lazerproof. Lazerproof was a mixtape that was released in 2010. It was mashups of the Roux album, their debut album, with Major Lazer, and it has features by big artists like Gucci Mane, Drake, Egyptian, Amanda Blanc. A lot of you will know In For The Kill by Roux, the Skream remix that came out in 2010. Basically a track that always used to come on at the end of the night when everyone was getting their coats from the cloakroom. Edgy remix, dubbed climax. If you know that song, expect the same from the whole mixtape. And I do love bass as well, so to put in more current terms, songs to get lit to and to get hyped to. Did I say that right? I just love bass and trashy let's tear shit up tracks. They are the best tracks to listen to, especially on a weekend. If you have loads of events going on but you need that push to be like, okay, I need to get out of the house, I need to make sure I'm psyched up for this party or this rave or this event that I'm going to, you just need that kind of little for the right remix can decide your mood for you, and it can have you bouncing off the walls. So 1, Heads Will Roll by Yeah's, the A-Trak remix. It's lively, it's youthful, and if songs could have human characteristics, this one is a very mischievous one. This one will make you want to cause havoc. This one is the person that your mom told you not to hang out with when you were younger. 2, Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi and MGMT, and it is the extended Steve Aoki remix. Another Project X classic. I distinctively remember this song playing during the crazy party scene in Project X, and loads of debauchery and chaos. So I immediately hear destruction and I hear let's go have fun when I hear this track. 3, Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey, the Cedric Gervais remix. Total festival song, total outdoorsy song. This can apply for holidays, but it can also apply for if you're just jamming in the park with your friends. It's a very warm feel, and it can make you want to get up and dance and go partying without it being too crazy. It's just constant, so it's definitely something you can have in the background. 4, Water by BLITZKIDS Movement, Dem Slackers remix. Okay. This song, I have no idea how they came across, but it's one of those songs that has stuck with me for a few years now. The BLITZKIDS Movement are a German dance techno duo. Their tracks alone can be very dancey. The original track just breathes techno and underground Berlin scene, but the remix is absolutely my favorite. It's definitely one of my go-to tracks whenever I go out. The level of trash in this remix is unreal. It has a fantastic arrangement of fuzzy synths, bass and beats, and it is impossible to stop listening to the song until it's actually finished. The structure of the song is just so entertaining, like you don't get bored throughout the song at all. 5, Faded by ZHU. This one's an interesting one because there are 2 remixes I absolutely love of this track. There's the first remix, which is by Odessa, and this track is definitely 4 AM music. The type of music that you put in blast when you're in the night bus home, halfway into your soggy chips, replying to texts from your friends, telling them you had a great night, you'll let them know when you get home. It just kind of helps you wind down after hours of chaos. But second remix, which is actually called Faded 2.0, it's by DJ Mustard and DJ Snake. Sounds like the reason why you were listening to that Odessa remix at 4 AM. It has a completely different effect. Filthy drop, bass-filled loops, and it has these really weird trap layers in it as well. And yo, this remix is responsible for my last minute nights out. This song is really good if you actually want to dance and you're not up for like a crazy let's get absolutely wasted night. It's literally if you just want to go to the club for a little bubble and a little dance. But yeah, there are a gazillion remixes out there, and it was really hard for me to research the music for this video because there are so many different types as well, and there are so many amazing DJs. You have some DJs who have their own niche, as I said, and have their own specific sound, so you would know which DJ to go to if you wanted to feel a certain type of way. You Good Party classics, which I was really struggling to remember because I don't know about you, but I found it really hard to figure out the names of these tracks because these are songs you always hear in a club, you always hear at a party. but you don't actually know who sings it and you don't actually know who remixed it. Thanks to my good friend Manish, I have a few names now. So yeah, a few party classics: The Cure and the Cause by Fish Go Deep and Tracy K, and it's a Dennis Farrow remix. Push the Feeling On, MK Dub. My Head is a Jungle, Wankelma, Emma Louise. Spectrum by Florence and the Machine, Calvin Harris remix. The list can go on. There are so many remixes out there and they are all party anthems. And what I'll do is, because I couldn't really fit them all in one video, I will scroll them down here. There should be a list flowing down your screen right now if I've figured out how to do that. So yeah, talk to me about remixes. Thank you guys so much for your feedback on the last video. May favorites. I actually discovered a lot of good music as a result. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, tune into my soundtrack. Let me tune into yours as well, and I would love to hear what you guys think. If you're digging the video, if you're digging these remixes, you now have a playlist for your Friday night. Please click the like button and let me know that you actually dig it. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye. There's the first remix, which is the be honest with I feel like I've got a lift, and it's interpretive. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it?